My sewing room is out of control. It doesn't really look like this on the outside, but it definitely looks like it on the inside. I have things shoved in every drawer and crevice, and my drawers are overflowing, and my space just feels a little chaotic. So I'm not here for a sewing clean up. I'm here for a sewing room clean out. I'm going to purge some fabric. I'm going to rearrange some notions and tools. I'm gonna clean out some drawers. I am Nikki, this is Pin Cut Sew. Thank you for joining me on my sewing room clean out. Okay, so I have a list of things I need to tick off, things I'm going to clean out and things I'm going to hang up or purchase. We moved here a year ago, and sometimes it takes a while, you know, to live in the space just to see where you want things and how things function the best. And so it's been a year. It's time for me to rearrange some stuff. But I really want to get started on some new projects, but first I just need the space. I need the space cleared out. I need to be able to locate things quickly. And so I'm very excited to do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, I think it makes the most sense to start with my fabric stash. This is the drawer I use the most often. I do really love the filing system that I have in my fabric drawers, but once they start to get a little bit too full, then it's time to go through it. I have this drawer of garment fabrics, and I have since sort of learned a lot about my colors that look good on me, and this is not one of them. And also, I just haven't really been sewing as much clothing as I used to for a variety of reasons, which maybe I'll go into later. But it's time to clean this out and refold and organize the fabric. So I brought this laundry basket for giveaways. And hopefully when I donate these to Goodwill, someone else will get good use out of them. I don't even like these. This side of my cutting table dresser thing is patterns. Obviously, like, I need to go through and organize these better. I was just pulling a bunch of patterns for things I might want to make, and then I lost interest and I shoved it in here. So patterns I used to get rid of pretty readily, but I don't do that anymore because a lot of my patterns are vintage. I actually find that the vintage clothing fits me better, and they can be easily adapted to fit current styles. Like, for example, if the collar on something is a little bit too 70s, it's easy to make that less 70s. So I'm not going to go through the patterns right now. I have 2 drawers for patterns and it all fits. And then I have felt back here, which I can probably definitely organize better. Okay, I said I wasn't going to go through these now, but I did. I got all my more new patterns up here, all of my women's clothing patterns, and some cows from my childhood dollhouse. Some things I can just never get rid of. And then I organized my felt into this bin. There's room for more. And that is so much better. Don't know why I didn't do that before. And then these are all my vintage patterns. I did get rid of a few that aren't my size or that I noticed were missing, like the pieces. And then these are the craftier patterns. So this feels a lot better for sure. Okay, I definitely did the easiest parts first. The rest of this cabinet is gonna be less fun. I also need to buy, you see these shelves? I have more here. I'm gonna buy another set. It's a set of 3 shelves. Because one of these cupboards is full of like my rag dolls that I've made and other items I've made in order to make patterns and YouTube videos. And I can't just get rid of them because, one, I love them, but also I need them for like future promotional photos and things like that. But I don't really like them in a drawer. I'm not really sure where to put them all. There's kind of a lot, and I'm not really a very everything out kind of person. But I do think some more shelves could be helpful here. And so I wonder if I should order those before I go through that particular part. But I will go through this last drawer. And this one has, it looks like it has some batting scraps, some swimsuit and Dance Leo lining, some interfacing, some quilt backing for a quilt I never made, and sheets. And I keep sheets because I use them to make muslins of clothing I'm going to make. But like I said, I haven't been sewing as much clothing. It's not like I'm never gonna sew clothing. I do plan a few things for fall, but I don't know if I need to keep the sheets. Yeah, these are decisions that I need to make in this drawer. Alrighty, I cleaned this drawer out. It looks way better. Got rid of a bunch of stuff, moved some stuff around, found some stuff I forgot I had. So now I only have the quilt batting scraps in here. This is like my Peltex for the coffee sleeves, some interfacing. I have another drawer of interfacing in my closet, but I might move it all in here. And even my stuffing fits now. I did decide to keep one of the sheets to make mock-ups out of for clothing, but I put it over there in the clothing fabric drawer. So all of my drawers are nice and organized. There's my garment fabrics and my quilt backings. Here's my scraps and holiday fabrics. I have a small bag of specialty fabrics that I have a specific use for. And my cottons. This middle section of my dresser turned cutting table, let me close these, is gonna need some more work. So this also has 3 drawers. This is where I keep my chocolate, like you do. This is tiny scraps for quilting and mostly just like a ton of tools and like extra things. So that needs to be gotten under control. And then of course, like I said, a lot of my projects that I've made videos and patterns for are in here, and I just need a different solution for that. And then the next drawer is the same. So next on my to-do list is to order those shelves and figure out some storage solutions. Okay, so far this is what I'm getting rid of. Not bad at all. Kind of a load of stuff. Some of it I just don't care for. Some of it's in really nice shape, but it's not my color. Some of it, like this chiffon, I don't want to make things with because I hate chiffon. And this is a really cute baby fabric. It's one of those gauzy ones, but it's really rough. And so I don't want to make anything out of that. Yeah, so far I have a whole basket full, which is great. Other things, like this should go in my cotton drawer. I don't know why it was in my garment drawer. This is a linen skirt that doesn't look good on me, but I like the linen. So I'm going to cut it into usable pieces because storing it as the skirt with the elastic and everything is kind of bulky. So I'm going to cut that down. Same with this. I'm going to cut this apart too. All right, next drawer. Okay, it is a new day. Right now, my biggest challenge to this project is resisting starting new projects because my table is all clean. I went through my patterns and now I want to try some patterns. I remembered I had fabric that I wanted to use. Now I'm going to work on my little drawers. Let me show you. I have this Husky sewing table. It's a Husky workbench actually, but it has these perfect shallow drawers. And these are presser feet. Most of them go to my current sewing machine, my Janome. But then I also have these 2 baggies of presser feet. I know that some of them I don't even have this machine anymore, and some of them go to the brother machine that I used to teach on, and I still have one of those machines and my daughter uses it. So I haven't wanted to just get rid of anything in case I get rid of the wrong thing. But I want to get this taken care of. I actually have a lot of things from when I was teaching that I have tons of duplicates of, and I just haven't had the mental energy to go through it. So today is the day. I have a ton of old pens, and I think I keep waiting till I have, like, I don't know, a plastic bottle or something to dispose of them in. It's stupid that I just keep them around. But anyway, this part was not so bad. I did take all those presser feet out and I'm gonna put them somewhere else, closer to that other machine that I have. I love opening this thread drawer. You can actually get this Husky desk at Home Depot. See this wheel? It goes higher and lower. So I have it high enough to use a stool to sew, or you can have it low enough to use a chair. I'm tackling these other drawers now. 1 glue gun, 2 glue guns, 3 glue guns, 4 glue guns. Do I need 4 glue guns? No, 1 glue gun is fine. I'm just gonna keep the cute one. Actually, I think this one's Layla's. But it's the cutest one, so it's staying. This isn't even mine. Sometimes my kids put their unwanted stuff into my area. This video is not sponsored by No Speak. Okay, I'm a little bit out of steam, so I think I'm gonna stop for now. It did feel so clean and now it feels like a mess again, but progress has been made. I decided not to order more shelves. I don't think I need to since I stored the dolls in a bin. That bin goes in our utility room where we have space to store about like 5-6 bins. That one was already in there and it was mostly empty, so I feel like that was a good use of that bin. I do need to order like ribbon storage cards, and that will solve another mess that I'm having. This one. I have a lot of vintage lace and trim, and then I get those bundles at Michael's, like the 2-yard bundles of a bunch of ribbons, but they're just a mess in my drawer right now, so those cards will help with that. Yeah, and then also my other goal here is to get a lot of this stuff off my tabletop. I really need all the tabletop surface that I can get. I don't really even use all of that stuff. I use 1 cup full of stuff. So that's why I cleared out some drawer space in the Husky desk, and I'm just gonna keep rearranging things till it works better. Progress. I kept 2. This one has 2 temperatures, and this one's Layla's. She can't store her own stuff, so I will. This is my extra closet. It's right outside my sewing room, and it needs a little TLC. So I'm gonna tackle this next. I think the easiest thing to do is, I was about to say get everything out, but I think I changed my mind. I'm still waiting on the ribbon cards that I ordered to come so that I can organize this disaster. Because I love getting these things from Michael's. They come with just a lot of ribbons, but obviously it's hard to store them like this. They're just a disaster. So I'll take this drawer and put it, I'll take it out when I'm ready to wrap them on the cards that are coming today. And I'll go do that while I watch TV or something. So this is today's task. Okay, I'm up early today so I can finish this. I have a lot going on, and so I keep having to take breaks because we're renovating a bathroom and it's like a whole thing. But I really want to get this done so I can get this video out there. All I have left to do is hang some things on my back wall. It's pretty blank, see? There is nothing there, which is kind of sad, except for my ugly filming arm thing. But I have some leftovers of these felt soundproofing panels that I used to build my quilt wall, and some extra of the 3M stickers. So I thought about buying frames and framing this art that I have. This is the art I'm talking about. This is my old Pfaff. This is my old brother that my mom used in the 70s, and I had a photo shoot with them and my daughter turned them into art and I had them printed. You can actually buy this artwork in my shop. I'll link to it. But I didn't want to spend money, so I didn't end up needing to buy more shelves, and I don't want to spend money on frames and take the time to mat them. So I thought this would be a good solution, and it will also help with sound in my studio. So there's that too. So I think I'm just gonna get a level and hang these up.
Flying all around, some fall and hit the ground. This is where I should belong, inside
right, I didn't need the shelves. I did that, I did that, I did that, did that. I'm still deciding about that. I did that. I decided not to do that. All right, I didn't need to buy any of these things. I bought this, and that was really helpful. Okay, I'm done. I did it. It might not look that different to most people or to you, but that's because only I know how much stuff I had shoved everywhere in all my drawers and everything. Well, I came in here the other night and I organized my fabric by color. I don't know what put that in my head to do it, but I'm always just digging through that drawer for just the right fabric, and it's usually because I need a certain color. So why didn't I ever do that before? It's extremely satisfying, just like opening the newly organized ribbon drawer, and it's like, ah, that looks so good. So I even organized my tiny fabric scraps in rainbow order, but I think that will make things easier, and also just, it was fun to do, and I needed the relaxing moment as a break from our bathroom renovation. So I have 2 quick tips for fabric storage, or just sewing room storage in general. The first is, pick a spot where your stuff belongs, and then don't just add more spots. So if, for example, if you run out of space in your fabric cabinet that you've designated for fabric, the solution is not to find more space. The solution is to stop buying fabric, clean out your fabric to make more room, and or use your fabric before buying more. That's how people end up with bins of fabric in the shower, the spare shower, for decades, okay? Don't be that person. Number 2 is, closed storage. This is especially true of small rooms like mine. If you're gonna have like shelves floor to ceiling just piled with stuff and bins and fabric, you're gonna feel visually overwhelmed every time you walk into the room. I am a huge fan of closed storage. That's why I have this huge cutting table. This was just a giant handmade dresser we got on Craigslist. I painted it, replaced the hardware. My husband made a new top for it, so it's a perfect cutting table. For me, I've always kept my fabric in dressers. I think it's easier to file it. I think you saw in my video that I store my fabric like upright, file-wise, instead of flat in piles, because then you're digging through it all the time. Whereas with a file, you can just like rifle through and find the right thing. I also fold my clothes that way. It's like the one gem I took from the Marie Kondo madness a few years ago. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this. Thank you for joining me. Now that I have a clean space and room on my desk and room in my drawers, I am very excited to start on my next project. So stay tuned soon for those. Hit subscribe so you don't miss them, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
I will love you till I die.